Cougars Cora Castellani hits a double. Abby Call crushes one deep to left. That ball is gone. Home run, Valley View, 2-0. Haley Copanetti wins, fire, strike free. That's her weight, strike out of the game. Ava Hazelton dealing today. Another ground out, she's done it, a no-hitter. Holy Cross, Avery Schmidt get 10 strikeout. Win league championship over Mid-Valley. Lakeland's Cameron and near steal second. She saved Abington's Adriana Conrad rounds the bases after a home run. Wow, what a hit! And Kate Reynolds rips one into the gap. She's flying around second, heading for third. Triple for Riverside. Cross the diamonds of North Fist and Pennsylvania, where referees run deep, where championship dreams are built, and the next generation of softball stars rise. This is where the stories are told. From walk-off wins to dominant pitches, to the players rewriting the record books. From Division I battles with Valley View, Abington Heights, and North Pocono, to Division II powerhouses like Holy Cross and Mid-Valley, to the Division III contenders fighting every inning, Elk Lake, Blue Ridge, Montrose, and beyond. This is the show that brings the energy, the highlights, and the woods of the game. Hosted by Jarek Yurkanin, Quick Paul, powered by Agape Freedom Sports, LLC. This is NEPA Chronicles.
Welcome to the NEPA Chronicles podcast. My name is Jarek Yurkanin. Tonight we have special guests from Holy Cross. But before we get started, I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors who make this show possible. A big thank you to Andy's Pizza in Peckfield, Pennsylvania, and Tasty Freeze and Onion. Pennsylvania, for supporting local athletes and local sports coverage here in northeastern Pennsylvania. When you support them, you're supporting the players, the programs, the stories we share on NEPA Chronicles podcast. So let's get the show started. So today, we are talking about one of the most exciting softball programs in District 2. Last season, the Holy Cross Crusaders finished an incredible 21-2 overall record and went 14-1 in the conference and made a strong run in state playoffs. Joining me today are four key players. First, a pitcher who dominated the circle last year with 21 wins, Ava Schmidt. Let's bring the girls on. How you doing, Layla?
Hello.
Hey, Jules. How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing, Ava?
Hi.
How you doing, Peyton? So you girls had a good season last year. You made a little bit of a state playoff run. It was kind of disappointing. I thought you had a shot at the state championship, at least making it there. Could you talk about that? Nobody wants to talk?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, last year you made a run in the state playoffs, right? And it was cut short. I thought you had a shot of making into the state championship game. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, we went into the postseason with like a good mentality and we worked really hard. And so we were hoping to make it far, and that loss in the last game was really devastating because we were up for most of the game and then we kind of just lost it at the end, and it was really disappointing, but that's definitely going to fuel us for this season.
Now, did you think it was just obviously just a bad game? Things didn't go your way. I mean, you guys were a good team, are a good team, and it just didn't go your way, basically.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. All right, I'm going to move on to the next question. So last season, you finished 21-2 and won the Lackawanna lead. What stands out most when you think back on last season?
I think just like how our team has such great chemistry with each other, and we like will build it up this year again, and just like all of us communicating and get along like makes our season go very well.
You made it to second round of state playoffs. What did a playoff experience teach you about competing at the next level?
I think being in pressure situations like that, like, kind of just helps us, especially like we have a few people like playing in college. So I think getting that kind of experience would really help them as like they go on in their life and like play college softball.
What do you think made the chemistry on the team so strong?
I think just how we all got along with each other and like we all have similar interests and we all are just like one big family.
Every season has adversity. Was there a moment last year where the team had to really fight through something together?
I think when we stayed Mid Valley, especially for the league championship, we all had to come together because obviously that game was like really close with them and they're a great program. So I think we all just had to come together, especially like.
Ava, yeah, I was at that game for the league championship. It was an awesome game, a long game. Ava, how did you stay composed and focused in that game?
Well, during that game, I remember I wasn't throwing my best, so I had to just like stay calm and trust my defense behind me. I couldn't rely on just like striking everyone out. So I threw so that they could hit it and just trusted my defense behind me, and they made the plays, and we went on offense and started hitting, which definitely helped me to go back out on defense.
Yeah, when it's like 10 innings, I thought and think that anyone could make a mistake. A pitcher could make a mistake. A player could make a mistake. And it's very hard on pitchers out there during long games like that. And I was nervous for you, Ava.
Yeah, it was definitely high pressure, but I knew if I let it get to me, like that wasn't really going to help us win in any way. So I tried to just stay calm, and we were able to get through the game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Ava, winning 21 games as a pitcher is incredible. What do you think was the biggest key to your success in the circle last season?
I think the biggest key was knowing that like everyone on defense has my back, and like I trust Peyton a lot when I'm pitching. I know that she's like we have each other's back, and to go out on offense and like score and hit a lot definitely takes all the pressure off, so I don't have to do as much of the work.
Ava, how important was the trust between you and Peyton behind the plate in your defense, as you kind of mentioned?
The trust was really important because I knew if I had like a bad pitch, Peyton was going to do whatever she could to keep it in front, and she was going to throw people out if they got on base, and so it was good.
Peyton, as a catcher, you're basically the field general on defense. What's your approach to calling games and managing the pitching staff?
Just being vocal, because I know our games are like there's a lot of people there, and I know it's sometimes hard to stay focused in tight games. Just staying vocal and being positive.
Peyton, you also had a big season at the plate. How do you balance being the leader defensively while still focusing on hitting?
I think it just goes hand in hand, like not like worrying too much about either one and just like doing what I've been practicing all off season to do.
Jules, every team needs players who bring energy to the field and the dugout. What role do you feel to bring to this Holy Cross team when it comes to leadership and team chemistry?
I think just acting like I just think being goofy on the field and like off the field is just how I am. And like just being yourself on the field and like not overthinking anything just makes it all go so much better.
So having fun and playing loose definitely helps
that's
your team be successful. Now, is bonding very important for all you ladies?
Yeah, I think bonding's like one of the most important things as well.
I just learned that I think it was last week was last Sunday. I was talking to Margaret Adolphson, and she was sharing about how women and they connect more, and it was more bonding. It's very important when they're playing compared to guys when they play sports. It's educational, you know. So I'm glad I learned that because I'm starting up a travel team, but I'm not the coach. I'm more like a general manager. I have my coaches, so it's something that was interesting to know. So, Jules, when you step on the field wearing the Holy Cross uniform, what motivates you the most? Representing your school, your teammates, or providing something to yourself?
I think just like our Holy Cross culture and like knowing that I play for one another and like my coach because they always support me so well.
Lila, softball is a mental game. When you're in a tough moment during a game, what helps you stay focused and confident?
I think just relying on my teammates, especially like at being at second, I have to like rely on Jules a lot. So I think just like looking over and like she said, she's always goofy on the field. So I think just like laughing and like trying to pick each other up helps me a lot.
Looking ahead to the rest of the season, your season starts by the time I release this, it's pre-recorded and people will know that. Probably like in 2 weeks. So you'll be just starting the season. But looking ahead in your season, what is one thing you personally want to improve on to help this Holy Cross team make another deep run?
I think just, helping the underclassmen because they're going to have to step up a lot this year because we lost a lot of seniors that started last year. So I think just really working with them and being uplifting to everyone around me.
This is for anybody now. What kind of identity do you want this Holy Cross team to have this year?
I wanted to
Go ahead.
go ahead, Jules.
I think just everyone knows like how well we get along with each other and how like good we could play to our best ability. So I think that they like know that we can make it as far as we did last year.
Great answer. What are the goals for this season? Conference, districts, estates?
I think states. I think we want to get as far as we could, and we know we could because just of our ability.
You lost a few players through graduation. Is there younger players coming up able to step in those roles to help you achieve your goals?
Yeah, we definitely have a few freshmen that will be able to come in, and it might be a challenge for them at first, but I definitely think they'll be able to step up and fill the roles that the seniors played.
Yeah, hopefully after a couple of games in, the nerves they lose and they start playing confident and doing what they're able to do. So here's some fun questions. Who is the funniest on the team?
Peyton.
Yes.
And
Who's the most intense competitor on the team?
I think Ava is.
yeah, I actually think Ava is too.
I believe that. Who's most likely to forget their glove before a game?
Noel.
What's the best team snack or post-game food?
Probably Sheets.
Yeah, Sheets.
We always go to Sheets.
What do you usually get at Sheets?
Usually like fries or like candy or something.
Yeah.
A slushie.
That's funny. Do any of you ladies like boneless wings?
Yes.
Yes.
I love boneless wings. Well, I like different restaurants, getting at different restaurants. It's different. If you could steal one skill from a teammate, what would it be?
I think I would steal how fast Jules throws.
That's funny.
Uh,
Anyone else want to answer?
I feel like Peyton's very like sneaky with her like throws, like her pickoffs. I feel like I'd like that.
I would steal how smooth Claire slides.
Good answers. What is the most embarrassing softball moment you ever had?
Mine's when I was running to first base and I had tissues in my pocket and they all flew out on the field.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had one that I could think about.
Lida,
I
Peyton?
don't think I have one.
Yeah, me neither.
If the team had a karaoke on the bus, who would steal the show?
Probably Peyton.
What? No, it would not be me.
I don't think anyone really.
No, I feel like Claire would.
I think Claire.
Yeah, probably.
You're not much of a singers? Not much singers? You
No, we don't have good voices. We'll break the windows.
Oh my god.
If your softball team had to compete in another sport together, what sport would Holy Cross be the best at?
Probably basketball.
Yeah. I think basketball.
I agree with that. I'm a Holy Cross boys basketball fan. And all this stuff. Al was actually my fourth cousin, I found out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I went back on Ancestry like from 2021 to like 2024. I spent over like literally 1,000 hours on it, finding all these records and death certificates, birth certificates, you name it, everything and anything on it, comparing names, and I was pretty accurate on my one side of the family. On my one branch, I think going back to my great grandfather, I had like 90, ended up getting like probably 97% of the names that's supposed to be there. Because there's some people already knew that I know they were cousins. So it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
So yeah, I like basketball, and this year was pretty disappointing for the boys. But they had a couple good years though. I support anyone. Rather you. I'm really from Lakeland. I graduated from, but they struggle and everything.
Yeah.
So the next question is, who on the team would survive the longest in a zombie apocalypse?
I think Claire.
I think Jules.
I think Peach.
I think Noelle.
Which teammate spends the most time getting ready for a game?
Lila.
Yeah, Lila.
Well, you gotta look good, at the behind the plate, right? If your coach let you pick the team uniform colors for one game, what crazy combination would you choose?
I think pink.
Yeah, I think pink too.
Pink.
Pink. Why pink?
I think it's like a not used color for like softball uniforms, and so I think it'd like look cute.
I agree. Yeah, they don't use pink in softball uniforms. If ESPN made a documentary about this Holy Cross team, what would the title be? Sorry, question.
I think like the main thing, because Coach Ross always says like the team's the main thing, so like focusing on the team. And
It's fine. What do you like about Coach Ross?
I like how he supports us and how he knows that how well we can play.
Anybody else?
I was gonna say, I think I like that he like teaches us to not focus on individual stats, but like all around like the outcome of the game.
I like that he like lets us know that it's okay to make a mistake and not be so scared to play and just like play as yourself and just not be afraid to mess up.
Not Peyton. Peyton.
I just like how welcoming he is because I transferred my sophomore year and I felt like very welcome with the team and everything.
Those are all good answers. I think a good coach, teaches people how to be good teammates, puts the team first. And good coaches, championships are nice. In my opinion, they know how to develop players. If you cannot develop players, then what kind of coach are you? You could have all these great athletes, but they come and go. So, I really got to like Coach Ross as well and his philosophy and different things like that. I think that's why you've been successful the last few years. And this year, hopefully you're able to make another run in the state playoffs and hopefully able to get to the state championship. Do you think that's possible to reach the state title this year?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
If those younger teammates, if they step up, that's definitely going to be a big bonus. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wrap it up in a moment. What do you enjoy about playing for Holy Cross?
I just think it's like a great atmosphere and everyone's so welcoming and we're such a community that like everyone gets along and it's just so fun to play because we all enjoy being around each other.
Do you think like playing for a team like Holy Cross as a standard, like them having a high standard, has that helped you play harder and be more focused on the game and be more teammate minded?
Yeah, I definitely think that's helped because we know it's a good program and you want to live up to the expectations that everyone has set for us. And so when you come into practice and games, you want to have fun, but you also know like everyone all has the same goal and we're all trying to compete and work hard. Yeah,
it's special to play for a program like Holy Cross, that's for sure, with their history of their success with Bishop O'Hare, when it used to be Bishop O'Hare back in the day. That's for sure. I remember I graduated from Lakeland High School in 2002, and I ran cross country in 2001, and then did track and field 2002, and I ran like an 18:57 3-mile. I was like 100 pounds lighter. You gain weight, you lose weight. I do as you get older. It stinks. And then I ran track. I did a 2-mile. It was 11:13 I ran. And we had a coach, Phil Truccelli. He's one of the best in the area history. He coached from like 1983 to 2007. I think Lakeland during that span had 250-some game, it's actually meet winning streaks. And then I think they won like those from 1983 to 2007, might have been like 18 Jordan Relay Championships, 14 district championships. Along this, his record was 213. No, wait, let me think. Yeah, 213 and 20 was his career record as head coach. So 213 and 20 losses in 24 years. So when I was in 7th and 8th grade, I was a competitive person. I didn't do any sports in high school, but I would pay attention to Lakeland, right? Because they were so successful in track that I actually used to run on my own at home. I grew up in the country up near Greenfield, and it was inspiring. And I finally got the opportunity to join cross country my senior year after I did well and the physical fitness run for the 1 mile. And then I did the track in the rain for them. And I worked hard because I knew if I gave my all and trained hard and worked hard in the off season that there's no way I was going to lose, because I was on a good program and such a great coach, and all my teammates would work hard and we're working hard, and yeah, it was definitely special. And I'm sure you all feel the same about Holy Cross, be part of that program. So, but yeah, thank you for joining me, and definitely was nice talking to all you ladies, and I wish you luck on the season, and I hope to see you in the state championship. That would be awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, those were the Holy Cross Crusaders softball players. It was such an honor to have them on here. And again, my name is Jerica Canning. But before I leave, I would like to thank our sponsors. A big thank you to Andy's Pizza in Peckville, Pennsylvania, and Tasty Freeze and Onion, Pennsylvania, for supporting local athletes and local sports coverage here in Northeast Pennsylvania. And that's another episode of the NEPA Chronicles podcast, the show that brings you the energy, the highlights, and the voices of softball across Northeastern Pennsylvania, powered by the Agape Freedom Sports. Until next time, keep the bats hot, and we'll see you across the diamonds of NEPA. And again, I'm Jerica Canning.
Cougars Cora Castellani hits a double. Abby Call crushes one deep to left. That ball is gone. Home run, Valley View, 2 narrow. Haley Copanetti wins, fire, strike free. That's her weight, strike out of the game. Ava Hazelton dealing today. Another ground out, she's done it, a no-hitter. Holy Cross Savers make it 10 strikeout. Win league championship over Mid-Valley. Lakeland's Cameron and near steal second. She's safe, Abington's Adriana Conrad rounds the bases after a home run. Wow, what a hit. And Kate Reynolds rips one into the gap. She's flying around second, heading for third. Triple for Riverside. Cross the diamonds of North Fifth and Pennsylvania, where memories run deep, where championship dreams are built, and the next generation of softball stars rise. This is where the stories are told. From walk-off wins to dominant pitchers, to the players rewriting the record books. From Division I battles with Valley View, Abington Heights, and North Pocono, to Division II powerhouses like Holy Cross and Mid-Valley, to the Division III contenders fighting every inning, Elk Lake, Blue Ridge, Montrose, and beyond. This is the show that brings the energy, the highlights, and the voices of the game. Hosted by Jarek Yurkanin, Quick Ball, powered by Agape Freedom Sports LLC. This is NEPA Chronicles.